Arcades here, your foreign trained dentist. So I just took the CDCA practical exam on Manikin. You know, that ADEX exam, whatever you call it. That when you scale the calculus, when you probe, and when you chart. And by charting I mean detect calculus. And it's in this facility. It's called Fortis College. I was taking this exam to get license for licensure purposes in state of Florida. Is a foreign trained dentist. This is the only state that does not require a foreign trained dentist with diplomas to go through the 2-year of associate hygienist degree in any state, just like in any other state. Florida does not require that. So you take only 3 exams, and this is one of the videos in the series of the videos regarding that path of a foreign dentist to get the hygienist license in RDH license in the state of Florida. Basically, if you haven't watched my other videos, go ahead and watch them and subscribe to this channel if you're interested. I will be sharing all my goals and steps of this long and difficult path. Apart from guidelines, right, the brochure PDF file that you can get from CDCA, participate in Q&A of the facility that you will be testing in or with. I did not, because the timing was not convenient for me to attend due to my work schedule. I work in DC, but still I read as many documents as I could. So I brought face shield. However, it did not require. Maybe did not require because I also brought the loops, and the face shield does not have to be pouched. I mean, you can probably get any. People were wearing just the glasses, and I brought the loops, my loops, right? I think magnification here is 2.6 or 2.7, but I would say between that and 3.5 is enough. You don't really need more. Next, Cavitron. Well, my facility had Cavitron. This facility is usually a hygiene school. If you're not testing in Florida, you will get probably in a hygiene school facility who provide the facility for the CDCA people to come in and test. And people who are testing you are the instructors. They are registered as a official CDCA testers. Or piezo tip or Cavitron tip. I didn't know really which one, because again, I did not participate. I missed the Q&A session in the Fortis College. And then I brought from my work. I work as a dental assistant of a level 2 in DC with super expanded duties. Okay, this is pouch still. I did not need to use it because they gave me their own. And honestly, what I did, I looked at the tip and I asked myself which tip is better, and they were similar. So that's why I didn't even try to open mine. That again, they didn't need that. This is for another device that is not in this school. Okay, I got it just in case, because I wouldn't have known which one is used in this school. Which one do they provide? So here's the cassette. I believe you don't really have to bring it in the cassette. However, this is just beautiful, and this is how my hygienist at work use it. And water syringe tip, very important, either plastic one or this one. However, if it's plastic one, I don't think it's gonna be sterile. But I brought the sterile stuff, so probably get the metal one. So from these 4 curettes, I'm gonna show you each, and I'm gonna show you which one I used. I used this only for, honestly, the last 2 molars, and I had to clean only 1 quadrant. In my choice, it was lower right. This is mostly for anterior teeth. This is, I call it straight. I did not use it. This is another straight, but in this case it has a little, I call it shovel shape, and I didn't have to use it. I assume it's for grand calculus, for example, at the lingual surfaces of the anterior teeth, and this was something that wasn't there in my case. And universal curved curette, I mean, it's Gracie, right? So the instruments are Hugh Freedy, perfect, sharp, almost new. I mean, they're hard to get dull. They're from my work. Thank you so much for my employer for sponsoring me. I'm gonna bring it back to work on Monday. Beautiful. Yeah, I mostly use this curette. So I mostly use this last curette I showed you. Mirror, ideally, I didn't check, but ideally get the mirror head nice and clean and new. Probe, I mean Peak and Explorer. Peak really helped me to detect decay, especially calculus, especially in the interproximal surfaces, medials and distals. And the probe. So about the probe, you have to know that one grade in the beginning is 1 millimeter. You have to know. And there is a fourth grade, which is 3 to 5 millimeter. And then, I mean, obviously you can see it because it's, even if I show it you like that. And then there is this next one is from 5 millimeter towards 7 millimeters. So fourth one and then fifth one are with the steps of 2 millimeters. However, the first 3 are with a step of 1 millimeter. And in my case, I had to chart only 2 teeth. That was number 25 from all 6 sides. So fascial lingual, mesiofascial distofascial, mesiolingual distolingual, and then the same surfaces, well, they call it fascial, but still for the back teeth we call it normally buccal for the posteriors. But in the chart, in the brochure that you have to fill out for the exam, it's still fascial. You will not see letter B there for buccal. You will see F. Alrighty, so really, I mean, I was like triple checking, quadruple checking everything. I cut the gum in 2 parts, and I cut it only with a piezo tip. I did not cut it with the hand instruments because I guess you couldn't control piezo tip. And if you honestly put it on a medium or low power, right, it will not remove as much calculus as you need. What calculus looks like is in some spots it is splendid, in some spots it's medium, in some spots it's very, very tiny. How I was identifying where is it tiny, I used a pick, not the pointy part of it, to move the gum. It's very easy to move the gum. The gum on the first 2 to about 2 millimeters deep is semi-translucent, which is something that I assume only happening on those in those not Moju Pro, but typodonts that are hygiene typodonts. I think it's ADEC. No, not ADEC. Whatever, Moji Pro. I mean, read the brochure and it will be in the brochure. There's only one type that is used. If you're super anxious, don't be. But if you're super anxious, feel free to order. I mean, I would make sure you can return the hygiene typodont to kind of see what it is. I mean, then ideally you're gonna return it because it costs a lot of money. But I did not prepare. I did not even test other typodonts that I had. I have plenty of I have Moji Pro. Oh, Acadental, that's the brand. ACA Dental, Acadental. So for hygiene, that is used. So calculus is white in color. I heard somewhere somehow it was not brown or like yellowish. Maybe it's a little bit off-white, but not too much. It's mostly like a little bit off-white, mostly white. So pretty much the color of the teeth, same color. And it's being removed easily. It's being removed as chunks where it's a lot of it. It's not so many spots where it's a lot of it, to be honest. They obviously don't tell you the surface, but you have to clean the entire quadrant. Despite the surfaces that are on the sheet. So the surfaces you will see on the sheet is the ones that give you more, they call it bonus points. I think it's 5 points per that surface that is written on the sheet. However, you have to clean all the quadrant. In my case, again, it was lower right quadrant. What else I want to tell you? So you start with identifying where calculus is present, not on the quadrant that you have to clean, but on some other surfaces. In my case, they gave me my assigned to me lower jaw. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to clean the lower jaw. However, you have to identify a few surfaces on the upper jaw, on the opposite, that you are not going to clean. And it's making sense because they would have to check, you know, if you clean it, how would the examiners double check after you are done with your exam if the calculus is present there or not. And that's it. So the second stage is clean the quadrant as much as you can. I checked a lot, you know, if you have time, but you're, you know, confident. I think I finished I was the third person to finish the exam. They give you 2 hours, but it's splendid, to be honest. I did not rush at all, and I didn't rush for the reason because I didn't want to cut the gum. However, I still did. I think I cut between number 25 and 26. So you could see papillas there is cut at the triangle from the facial, and I cut just a little bit that you really have to use the loops. I cut, and again, I cut with their cavitron tip, and it was on the medium high power on. So in the very back, I cut, I think, the lingual or buccal of one of the molars, but you can't really see it with your bare eye. So I think if there are 2 cuts, they will charge a lot, and if there are more than 2, they will either degrade you a lot, or would say that you failed your exam because you cut a lot of gum. And that gum is honestly rigid and very flexy, and you can play with it a lot to some degree. So it's not like in patient you can really use Explorer to push the gum away, very carefully though, to see if there's a decay. And I recommend you doing it on every surface, so as much as you can with a visual, direct visual, eyesight, or using the mirror. You know, if you know how to use the mirror, you will finish this exam definitely under 2 hours. If you don't know, you will spend all your time. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know my results. They told me I will see the results on CDCA portal in a day or 2. So I will add the following clip. Well, I didn't have to wait for a long time. I got the results in less than 24 hours this morning. The Fortis Manikin posted the results, and it's a pass. Yes, I'm so happy. A few things I didn't tell you about. You have to participate in Q&As of the location, because you would miss some parts if you don't. For instance, I missed the part that there's an assessment fee of the location, which was $125 cash, which is a freaking steal, excuse me, Fortis. But I saw a lot of bad reviews on Fortis that all they want is to steal money. I mean, we already paid $1,350 at least fee for all 3 exams. So CDCA had to find out the way to transfer part of those money for the assessment fee, including assessment fee in the facility where the testee will be tested. So I had, luckily I came in, before time. I came in at 1:30, maybe 1:35. I was on the floor and they told me about it, and I said, hey, is there exception for this? I mean, look at my phone, there's already $1,355, I guess, charge for all 3 exams. Aren't they transferring some part of money to you? They said, no. Have you participated in Q&A? I said, no, I didn't have time, I'm sorry. And they said, oh, we also don't take cards, you have to pay cash. Hell yeah, I had to drive and spend another 15 minutes. Luckily they pointed me, I mean, they already know the ways, and they said, oh, you go there, left turn, and then right turn. Guess what? They were wrong. There was a different turning directions I had to Google, so they really didn't want my money as bad. Okay, so basically I got 125 and I paid them in cash before I got seated. This is a little technical thing. Those are the stickers, right? This is my name. They give you the stack, the replica of the stack. They put it over here on your scrubs. Do you have to wear the big gown with the closed up to the sleeves? Yes and no. If you are in the street clothes, let's say I come in like that on the exam, you have to. If it's a t-shirt, you have to. If it's the scrubs, you can have long sleeve scrubs. Yes, it's acceptable. You can have short sleeve scrubs. And they told me, I asked them, do I need a long sleeve additional gown? One time used blue gown, I brought it with me. I brought a lot of things from the office. They said, no, you don't have to have it, but have it in case, because it is in the list of what you have to take there. So pretty easy exam, and they gave me this just as a souvenir, because this was something extra in case other stickers will be damaged. So one sticker goes on the Ziploc, in which you have to put your typodont, the lower jaw, which is on magnet. You take it out, and they tell you to take it out. They tell you that. And the other sticker you put on the paper where you chart and check mark. That's it. That's it on this video. Join my channel, Arkady Safar here, your foreign trained dentist and dental diary channel. You guys take care. Good luck. You can make it. It's not that bad.